Good morning, all. Today we'll be going to discuss accounting equation. Accounting equation, it is also known as balance sheet equation. Okay. Now, accounting equation is based on dual aspect concept. So, according to this principle, every transaction has twin aspects, namely giving certain benefits and receiving certain benefits. So, the basic principle of double entry system is that every debit has a corresponding and equal amount of credit. Okay, so accounting equation says asset is equals to capital plus liability. So for every transaction, there will be a double effect in the accounting equation. Okay, now accounting equation. The double entry bookkeeping system is based on the foundation of the accounting equation. So the practice of accounting requires the ability to read and understand the financial statements. Such statements includes a number of elements classified in standard categories. So the accounting equation identify and define the relationship between such various elements of accounting. Okay, elements like assets, liabilities, capital, and financial statement. Financial statement includes your income statement as well as your balance sheet. Income statement helps to calculate profit, and balance sheet states the position of the firm at the end of the year. Okay, now the origin of transaction initiate the accounting process. So at the start of the transaction itself, the accounting equation takes birth. So an accounting equation is a mathematical expression stating that assets of a firm are equal to the sum of its liabilities and the capital contribution by the owner. So by each and every transaction, there will be a dual effect. So if the firm assets are increasing, at the same time there will be a increase in the capital of the firm or the liability. Okay, now if with the help of mathematical equation, if we have to calculate capital, so total assets minus liabilities will be the capital of the firm. If you have to calculate the liabilities of the firm, in that case total assets minus capital will be okay. Asset is equals to capital plus liability. Asset means item of value owned by the business. So there are two types of asset, that is current asset and non-current asset. Current asset includes cash, bank, inventory, which is also known as stock, then debtors of the firm. Okay, and the non-current asset, which includes land and building, plant and machinery, furniture, fixture, vehicles, computers, etc. Now, capital, the fund of a business provided by its owner and the profit entitled to him. So any amount invested by the owner in the business is known as capital, and capital increases with the amount of profits and decreases with the amount of losses in the business. At the same time, when partner introduce additional capital during the year, means afterwards अगर partner क्या कर रहा है additional capital introduce कर रहा है, in that case capital of the firm will increase and drawings जो है वो decrease करता है owners का capital in the firm. Now liabilities, debts owed by a business to external parties such as suppliers, banks. Okay, now liabilities are of two types. One is your current liability and second one is your non-current liabilities. Now assets, example of assets: building, motor vehicle, office equipment, fixtures, stock, and that is inventory, cash in hand, cash at bank. Capital, capital itself and the profits of the firm. And then liabilities means creditors, loan from bank, other creditors, etc. Okay, now every transaction will affect two items. The equation will still balance. So after each and every transaction, the equation of the firm will balance. Okay, now this is the format of accounting equation. Okay, so in serial number we'll write the transaction, then the assets and capital plus liabilities. So your left hand side is assets and your right hand side is capital as well as the liabilities. Okay, so there are some examples. Now, transaction that affects both asset and capital. So we are starting with an example. Now, started business with cash 2,50,000, stock 50,000 and furniture 20,000. So in this particular example, assets, cash, stock and furniture. All assets are increasing. So cash is increasing by 2,50,000, stock increasing by 50,000 and furniture is 20,000. So the total of asset is 3,20,000 and your capital is also 3,20,000. Now, second transaction, cash deposited into bank 50,000. So in this particular transaction, there are two assets appearing. One is your cash and another is your bank. So now in this transaction you have deposited cash into bank. So business से 50,000 cash decrease हो रहा है. At the same time your bank balance जो है वो 50,000 से increase हो रहा है. And there will be no effect on the liability side, that is capital plus liability, that remains same. So after this transaction, your cash balance will decrease by 50,000. So it becomes now 2 lakh. Stock, there will be no change. Furniture, no change, and your bank balance will increase by 50,000. Next transaction, transaction number 3, purchase goods on credit 30,000. Now, अब आपने goods जो है वो purchase किया on credit, उधार में खरीदा. So in this particular transaction, asset stock increase हो रहा है 30,000 से. At the same time आपका liability is also increasing, so creditor will increase by 30,000. So in this transaction, stock increased by 30,000 and creditor increased by 30,000. So after this, your new equation will be dash, no change, stock increased by 30,000, furniture 20,000, bank 50,000, no change, capital 3,20,000, no change, and creditor increased by 30,000. Now, transaction number 4, which affect asset as well as capital. Goods sold on cash rupees 30,000, costing 27,000. Means 27,000 rupees का goods 30,000 में sell किया. So in this transaction, firm is earning 3,000 rupees profit. So with the amount of profit, your capital will increase by 3,000. So in this particular transaction, cash will increase by 30,000, stock will decrease by 27,000, and capital will increase by 3,000. Okay, so after 4 transactions, your new equation will be cash 2,30,000, stock 53,000, furniture 20,000, bank no change 50,000, capital will increase by the amount of profit, that is 3,000. So capital 3,23,000 and credit is 30,000. Transaction number 5, which affect asset and capital. Goods sold on credit 25,000, costing 23,000. So you have sold 23,000 rupees goods at rupees 25,000 on credit. Means आपने goods जो है वो उधार में बेचा है. So the person to whom we have sold goods on credit is known as debtor. So in this particular transaction, your asset debtor will increase by 25,000, your stock will reduce by 23,000, and with the amount of profit, your capital will increase by 2,000. So after transaction number 5, your cash balance remains same, that is 2,30,000. Stock decreased by 23,000. So the value of stock now 30,000. Furniture 20,000. Bank 50,000. Debtor increased by 25,000. Capital will increase by 2,000. Now capital will be 3,25,000 and creditor 30,000. Next, transaction number 6, which affects asset as well as capital. Rent paid rupees 5,000. So rent is an expenses for the firm. So the capital will decrease by 5,000 and cash balance will decrease by 5,000. So after 6 transactions, your cash balance will be 2,25,000. Stock no change, furniture no change, bank no change, debtor no change, and your capital will reduce by the amount of expenses paid, that is rent 5,000. Now capital will be 3,20,000 and creditor no change. Next transaction, which affects asset and liabilities. So transaction number 7, paid to creditor rupees 15,000 by bank. So in this particular transaction, there are two accounts appearing. One is your bank and another is your creditor. So creditor is a liability for the firm and bank is asset for the firm. Okay, so in this particular transaction, your bank balance will reduce by 15,000 and your creditor will reduce by 15,000. So after this transaction, cash balance no change, stock as it is no change, furniture no change, bank will decrease by 15,000. Now the bank balance is 35,000. Debtor no change, capital no change, and creditor will decrease by 15,000. Now the value of creditor remains 15,000. Next transaction, which affects asset and liabilities. Loan taken from bank rupees 25,000. So in this particular transaction, bank will increase by the value of 25,000 and liability towards bank loan will increase by 25,000. So your asset side, bank will increase 25,000 and liability side, your loan from bank will increase by 25,000. So after this transaction, your new equation, cash no change, stock no change, furniture no change, bank balance increased by 25,000. Now bank balance 60,000. Debtor no change, capital no change, creditor no change, bank loan 25,000 increase. Next transaction that affect asset only, that is cash received from debtor 10,000. Now debtor से आपको 10,000 rupees receive हुआ. Okay, so your cash balance will increase by 10,000 and debtor will decrease by 10,000. So after transaction number 9, your new equation, cash balance increased by 10,000. Now cash balance 2,35,000. Stock no change, furniture no change, bank no change, debtor will reduce by 10,000, capital no change, creditor no change, bank loan no change. So after this transaction, total of assets 3,60,000 and total of liability side, that is capital plus liability is 3,60,000. Next transaction which affect asset and capital, that is commission received. So commission received is an income for the firm, and with the amount of commission your cash balance will increase. So 5,000 cash balance increase, and income will be added to capital, so capital will increase by 5,000. So after this transaction your cash balance 2,40,000 increased by 5,000. Stock no change, furniture no change, bank no change, debtor no change, capital will increase by 5,000. Now the value of capital is 3,25,000. Creditor no change, bank loan no change. Next transaction which affect asset as well as capital, depreciation charge on furniture 2,000. Depreciation, it is a non-cash expenses for the firm, so it is a loss. So loss will decrease from capital, so capital decreased by 2,000 and the value of furniture decreased by 2,000. So after this transaction, cash balance no change, stock no change, furniture will decrease by 2,000. Now the value of furniture remains 18,000. Bank no change, debtor no change, capital will reduce by 2,000. Now the capital value is 3,23,000. Creditor no change, bank loan no change. Now next transaction which affect asset as well as capital, cash withdrew for personal use, that is 5,000. Any amount withdrew by the proprietor for his or her personal use is known as drawing. So with the amount of drawing, capital will decrease and cash will also decrease by 5,000. So after this transaction your cash balance will decrease. So now the cash balance 2,35,000. Stock no change, furniture no change, bank no change, debtor 15,000. Your capital will reduce with the amount of drawing, that is 5,000. Now the value of capital is 3,18,000. Creditor no change, bank loan no change. Next transaction which affects assets as well as your capital, goods withdrew for personal use, that is rupees 5,000. So in this particular transaction the amount of stock will decrease by 5,000 and your capital will decrease by 5,000. So after this transaction your cash balance remains same 2,35,000. Stock will decrease by 5,000. Now the value of stock remains 25,000. Furniture no change, bank no change, debtor no change, capital will reduce by the amount of drawing. Now the value of capital remains 3,13,000. Creditor no change, bank loan no change. So after this transaction your left hand side, that is asset side, total is 3,53,000 and your liability side total, that is capital plus liability, is 3,53,000. Okay, after all the 13 transactions which we have done in our example, so ये आपका accounting equation है after all transactions. So after all transaction your cash balance is now 2,35,000, your stock 25,000, furniture 18,000, bank 60,000, debtor 15,000, and your capital is 3,13,000, creditor 15,000, bank balance 25,000. After all the transactions, this is the firm's balance sheet. So in balance sheet we have two sides. Left hand side, that is our liability side, and right hand side is your asset side. So in liabilities, we have capital 3,13,000, creditor 15,000, bank loan 25,000. So the total of liability side is 3,53,000. In our asset side, cash 2,35,000, stock 25,000, furniture 18,000, bank 60,000, debtor 15,000. The total of asset side 3,50,000, that is equals to the total of liability side. So after all the transaction, this is the financial position of the firm. Thank you.